everyone. It's Wednesday night. It's time for another Facebook Live. Tonight I'm going to show you this new suite that is available as of today for everyone. It will be something that's in the brand new annual catalog that comes out in June, but we get to have it early. And so those of us that are happy shoppers or demonstrators got to order it in March. And so I've had fun playing with mine. I'm going to show you how to make this card. But before I do that, let me show you all the pieces that are in this suite. So it's called the Ornate Garden, and it is gorgeous. So there's a stamp set and dies, and these are like edge dies. They're very pretty. And this paper, I've got it. I'll show you the paper in person. Nice. This is all thank you. It's called Ornate Thanks. So that's thank you. And then it's got from the bottom of my heart for all you do, all these little sentiments you can put with the bigger ones. And then this one, this stamp set, I just put new ink in my printer, so I'm not sure why it didn't print very well. Beautiful florals that you can color in. And then the dies that go with that are just gorgeous. And then there's gilded gems, some ribbon. Hey, Nancy. And an embossing folder. So let me show you some of this in person since my printer didn't work so well tonight. So this is the paper. And it is beautiful. Now, if you remember, Stampin' Up! Tells you the colors that are in the paper. And I may have already told you this. I can't remember now. And on the other side, it's gold. On some of them, on these three. Isn't that gorgeous? So one of the colors listed on this package of paper is Bumblebee. So it's a sneak peek of one of the new in colors that is going to come out in June. So there is the stamps, and we're going to just use this little flower here. And then let me show you the dies here, because that was hard to see on that printout. These beautiful frame dies. I mean, they are just beautiful. And that's what I used for this little piece that's around the flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Put it over the white so you can see. Absolutely beautiful. And then the other stamp set is the Thanks, Ornate Thanks. And then the dies that go with it are these beautiful border dies. And then there's some little flowers that cut out so you can add some extra flowers on there. So pretty. I can't wait to play with it even more. I've played with it some, but just gorgeous. And then this is the embossing folder. Just a little flowers. It's really pretty done up. The ribbons are terracotta tile. Really pretty. It is, I don't know what type of ribbon it is, but it's real easy to tie. It's real smooth. And then Old Olive is the other one, and I'm going to use just a little piece of that tonight on the project we're making tonight. And then the gilded gems. Let me open this package up real quick so you can see it without the plastic. They're gold. It's kind of hard to get it on camera, isn't it? They're really pretty. They're kind of faceted, so they're really pretty. And we're going to use a few of those too. Okay, so let's get started with our card. So I've just got a scrap of Whisper White, and it is 1 3/8 by 2 3/4. And I'm going to stamp the flower with Early Espresso. I'm just going to stamp that in the middle of my white. And then I'm going to turn it over because obviously I didn't get that inked up right. Good thing there's 2 sides to every piece of cardstock. That's better. Okay. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And then we're going to go ahead and start building our base. I'm letting that dry just a little bit. I'm going to use blends on it, which you don't usually do with our regular ink. You usually only do that with Memento, but I wanted the early espresso. And so if you let it dry a little bit and you're careful, you can do that. Now I'm not going to blend any. I'm just coloring it with the blends. But I've got a piece of thick Whisper White, and then a piece of Old Olive, and this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then a piece of the Designer Series paper. And so this, I've cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, and then I've just taken it on my trimmer and cut it point to point so that I have this diagonal. So it'll just layer in there. So let's put that on there. I'm just going to use Snail for that. And because I cut it at that 4 by 5 1/4, it'll have a little bit of border around it. And then we'll add that to our card base. All right, now our base is all ready. So I've got 3 colors of blends. I've got dark crumb cake. So I'm just going to do the middle of the flower with it. I'm using the little end on this just because it's not a big space. So we'll just color the middle. I'm kind of making it like a sunflower, kind of. And then I think this is the light Old Olive. So I'm using the light Old Olive. So I'm going to do the leaf with it. Oops, got out of lines. So I don't have it with me, but there's a color lifter. So where I got out of the line there a little bit, you can take your color lifter and clean that up. And then I'll just take the narrow end and color that. And then this is the dark So Saffron. So we'll just color off. And like I said, I'm not doing any blending on this one. I decided I just wanted to color it. With the lines in the stamping, you really don't need a lot of. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we can put that on this gorgeous frame. And he'll cover up a little bit of it, but it'll have some really pretty ornate around it. And then I'm going to put this on my card base with dimensionals. So this one's small enough I can probably get away with 2, one at the top and one at the bottom. All right. Put it about there. And now we're almost done. We're going to take our, and I forgot take your pick tool over here, so I'll see if I can use my scissors. So I'm going to take, actually, let's do a little one first. I'm going to take 3 of these. You can do this real easily with small scissors. With big scissors, not so much. I may have to go get my take your pick tool. There we go. So I'm going to do a small one and a medium one and then another small one. Maybe. Uh-oh. Don't stick there. Come on. See, this is what happens when you try and use the wrong tool for the job. Phew, that was close. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of this Old Olive ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a little knot in it because I don't need very much. Cut it off and then take a glue dot. So it's always easier when you're doing glue dots to stick whatever you're going to use it onto that. And then if it's a little bit too big, you can just kind of fold it up on itself. There we go. And just put that on our flower. And there we go. There's our card. So there's the one I made the other day, and here's the one we made tonight. I was going to tell you one other thing. I've got a card class going on tomorrow night. And with all of the stuff going on, I'm doing it online. So it's online only instead of having people come to my house. You can still sign up for it. It is $15 if you come pick up your packet from my porch, $20 if I mail it to you, or free with a minimum purchase. So if you want to order online, this is the hostess code that you need to use to get the card class for free. One of the cards that everyone is going to get to make is this lamb. So we're going to use, let me grab the stamp set real quick. We're going to use the Welcome Easter stamp set, which is this one. So because I cannot send you stamped images, so what you will get in your kit is everything cut that you need, but nothing will be stamped. So you'll need to add your own stamps. So if you don't have this, that would be something good to order. You'll have to add something else to it, I think, to get to your minimum order of 25. But you could order that and then make your cards. Or if you have something else at home, you can substitute. So you'll get all the pieces already cut out for you. You'll just have to do the stamping and the coloring. So this is one of the cards. And I used the other two animals for the other two cards. So you have to let me know by tomorrow night if you want it to purchase the kit. If you want to place an order, that has to be done by tomorrow night at midnight, and you have to use this host code to get the class free. So if you have any questions, just reach out and ask me, and I'll be glad to help you. And I'm getting, for those of you that have already signed up, I'm getting your packets ready tonight, and I'll put them on my porch first thing in the morning so you can pick them up tomorrow. All right, I think that's all for tonight. I'm sure I'll have more things to show you with this Ornate Garden Suite because it is so pretty. I just love it, and I love the colors in it. So thank you for joining me. Again, this is the card that we made using that new Ornate Garden. All right, thanks. See you next week. Bye.